Hey guys.
Patreon spoke and we listened or read it, more like read it because it's writing, it's not spoken word.
True.
On Patreon.
Unless-
I'm not getting voice messages on Patreon, at least not yet. Not yet. But anyways,
the day that you can do voice messages in the comment section is the day that
it's the day that I quit.
Is it the day?
It's the day that I quit. So
Why? I think that'd be a lot funnier. And then also, it's like, oh, we're pronouncing this right, and someone in the comments can, actually help us with the pronunciation.
No, I think that's
but
too much.
no one will use that for that reason.
And no, exactly. And people gonna. I don't think people even gonna use their own voice.
That's probably not.
They're gonna use some AI shit.
All I know is our mean comments video is gonna be a lot longer, and
it would be a lot funnier with a voice.
It would be a lot funnier. It would be a lot funnier.
Anyhow, we're here to check out the Halo Effect. The name of the song is "Last We Fall," featuring Marcus Bischoff, not to be confused with the other Bischoff.
With the other Bischoff.
Yeah, the wrestling Bischoff. What was his first name? Do you remember?
Is that why we kept calling him Bischoff? Yeah, dude, I can't remember.
I don't remember his name.
Fuck, what's his name? Eric Bischoff.
Eric. Yeah. Part of the Bischoff clan. Anyways, Marcus Bischoff of Heaven Shall Burn and Brian Eschbach. I guess that's how you pronounce his last name, from the Black Dahlia murder. So interesting cameos. Man, this is the year of the cameos, I gotta say.
Yeah.
Some of them been amazing. Some of them not so much.
Very
but
yeah.
Yeah. By the way, we got.
Did we get shit for that?
No. But one of the guys from Frozen Soul commented that they didn't pay for.
Oh, they didn't pay him.
No, because they're friends. So he did it on like you owe me one kind of thing.
Oh, he did on the you owe me one.
Yeah, on the rain check.
Okay, but
so
I'm still like, listen, that's a great deal for them then. But still, like, I'm still kind of pissed.
Okay,
that doesn't take away my pissedness.
I'll let them know that next time I see them.
Like, it's my respect a little bit more, but I'm still pissed.
Yeah, one of the guys
If
commented
it was free, then shit, then the sky's the limit on shit you could have done. That's the real thing.
All right. On that note, guys, go check out that Frozen Soul video if you haven't yet. And in the meantime, check out this one with us. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Ourselves adrift over confidence, to absurdity. Temptation creates another. There's nothing out there for as far as we can feel. Don't let the currents take you out from beyond the light. Hold on to fires, yours and mine. Don't you ever close your eyes, vigilant forever, lest we fall.
I'm dying to hear what you got to say about this one, because this falls into that Frozen Soul realm, in my opinion.
What, that, like, why even have the feature? Because I think
not that I don't like the song, but the same thing. I really like that Frozen Soul song. So you're the one that had a huge beef. I just feel maybe the beef with that one was more because there was potential to do so much more and they didn't.
Yeah, this is kind of what
this is a little bit. This is what I was expecting.
This is what I was expecting, though. That's the difference between the two.
I think that's the difference.
And yes, I still do think, although I do like the song, I will stand my. I will not overturn my values just because I like the song. My values still stand. That I do still think it's not worth doing.
You're keeping the status quo.
I'm keeping my status quo. That I don't think it's. I mean, obviously, artists can do whatever they want, and if these guys want to hop on a track, they have every right to hop on a track.
Yeah, who am I to say whatever?
Who am I to say whatever? I just think that when that.
But you have the right to have an opinion.
Yeah, and I do think that when artists hop on tracks like this, I think the track should reflect the fact that they're on it, and you know, and the feature should have more of a hold than just a placement for what live will be. Jesus's vocals. So, having said all of that, I still really enjoy this song.
This is a great song.
It's a solid track.
Great song.
Out of the three vocalists, only really like I'm like I think Brian's vocals are the ones you can really mark out.
Yeah, because he has almost like a Negro Goblikon style.
Yes, yeah. So I think Brian's vocals are the only ones that, in my opinion, when I say like the feature, you know,
they're the most noticeable ones.
They're the most noticeable ones, and they're the ones that I think when they come in.
Well, outside of Michael Stein's own vocals.
But I think Michael Stein's and Marcus's vocals are quite similar in a way. Although yes, they each have their own.
When it comes to the heavier side of their range, it's closer.
It's pretty closer. When they lighten it up and they do their screams different.
That's different.
And then obviously Mikkel with his clean vocals that he could hit. His cleaner vocals.
In this case, it's cleaner because there's no clean vocals, but it's cleaner.
But what I'm saying is that
Less
that
dirty.
allows a difference between the two. Not that much of a difference, but which still puts them in that category of having someone on the track that sounds like the lead singer. Because they weren't using different ranges with either of them to allow them to have a difference. But I think with Brian brought something different, and it allowed there to be like, oh yes, there is multiple people on this track. Like, it just clock you back in. But I do think all of them did a good job where they were. And I think it's a solid track, but I will still put it in that category of... you know, having people on the track that sound like the singer and not doing anything extraordinary, either with your original singer or with the guest. Because if you have the guest on and he can only do that, but your lead singer can do some other shit, then you just change what your lead singer is doing so you can accommodate that and allow it to sound like there's three vocalists on the track.
Let me say this. Let me start off by saying this part. I think a feature like... I agree with you. I'm going to stand my ground in terms of saying, and we've said this on the channel ad nauseum, that I like features on the track when the feature brings something that the actual band can deliver.
Yeah.
Either be musically, if you have a guitar player doing like this incredible solo, or if it's a vocalist doing something. I want the feature to really bring something special to the song that the people who currently in the band, one way or another, could not deliver. And the song without that is not the same song. If that makes... if I'm making myself...
I agree to some extent. And my extent is what I said before, where if you have a singer that comes on the track that does stuff that Mikkel Stein can do, then you...
No, hold on, but I didn't finish.
Oh, okay.
I didn't finish my point. I'm gonna go.
Oh, you're going. Okay, okay.
So what I'm saying is, I'm just gonna stand my ground, and that's something that I always look forward into a feature. Is let me see if the band is gonna bring this person in, and this person is gonna bring something to the table that will tie the song up to that other band. And they had to have that person because there was nobody in the band that could do what that person is going to do. Like I said, either be a guitar solo or a vocal part, whatever the case might be.
Yeah.
That's what I really like. That's the personal taste, okay? That's what I really like in a song. Having said that, I love the Frozen Soul track. Honestly, go check out that video. I love the Frozen Soul song. And I love this one. Even though it doesn't meet my criteria, I love this one. Where I think these two guys, Marcus and Brian, would have fit maybe like to the point of where we would be like, wow, I didn't see that coming, is for example in Cemetery Skyline, where you get Mikael Stein's clean vocals throughout. And if you want to keep, this is just once again my humble opinion, and if you want to keep that band as a clean vocal, more goth rock band, and you don't want him to muddy the waters by doing harsh vocals on whatever song, then bringing somebody in to do the harsh vocals on a Cemetery Skyline song allows him to be able to say, no, I've never done harsh vocals on any track as far as this band is concerned, and when we wanted something, we brought somebody else to do it. So I think that in that setting, I think it would be really cool. I don't know if they will ever do it, because I think they want to keep that goth rock vibe. Yeah. I don't know if they would ever do it, but I think in that setting, it would be absolutely an excellent idea and an excellent way to go.
I honestly think that that's what...
In this setting, once again, when I see this song live, because they will perform this song live, they're not going to perform it on tour with Heaven Shall Burn and the Black Dahlia Murder, which I would love to see that lineup, by the way. That would be absolutely amazeballs. But let's face the facts. More often than not, this song is going to be performed without the other two guys. Yeah. And most likely, either they're going to have those vocals piped in, or they're just going to have Mikael Steins do everything.
Do everything, probably.
So my point being is, if you can pull it off, maybe to not this degree, if you can pull it off, then you almost don't need it. Unless you just have your friends with the guys you kind of want to have them on the track. That's a different story altogether, and I'm cool with that. All of it to say, I love the song. My expectations were exactly what the song delivers. So from that standpoint, I'm not sitting here feeling like, fuck, I came in with expecting something else, like the other one.
Like the other one, yeah.
Because when you hear like the dude from My Chemical Romance,
I don't know. I think now that you told me that they're friends and whatever, and he did it for free, and it softens it a little bit. It softens it a little bit for me. I still enjoy that track, but
I think the song is great.
I thought it was a good track.
Has grown on me too, because I've listened to it after we did.
I said I wasn't going to, but then I did. It's one of those things.
It's a really good song.
I think it's the first time going into it, liking the song, but being very disappointed. That the disappointment took over the likeness of the song. Then I went back and listened to the song, and the song is still good. It's just that I'm disappointed. Now it's softened a little bit. This one I like. I
came in expecting exactly.
I came in expecting this, even though I know that deep down in my soul, this is something that I kind of stand against. I knew this is what it was going to be. I enjoyed it, with still saying that, my piece. Was still having my piece out there.
It's a great song, though.
Still a really good song, yeah.
Musically and vocally, it's a great song. So there's no I'm not throwing any shit at the song. This is a great track. Mm-hmm. I think this is one of those. Like I said, I came in expecting this kind of dynamics, and that's exactly what we got. And I'm not disappointed one way or another. To be honest with you, I actually think this is one of their strongest songs.
It's very strong, yeah. Very.
You know what I mean? I think you can make an argument for this to be like in one of their best tracks.
Pump in the vocals, because when Marcus and Mikael are going at the same time, you need that thickness of voice. Like I said, they have a similar deeper vocal range.
Vocal heaviness.
Heaviness. So it sounds similar. So it's like you're layering it a little bit. But I think for the Brian parts, I think they're gonna have to pump that one in. Because his is a lot more distinct.
Yeah, his is way more distinct.
A lot more distinct.
His is way more distinct.
Which I think that's what saves the song, in my opinion. Saves the song coming from a featured side, right? Because if you have three vocalists on the same track that sound the same, then I'm gonna be like, I like the track, but come on, guys, right? At least this, having him there. He's super distinct compared to the other two.
Let me put it this way. Maybe there's people out there that have a better ear than mine. But if I'm not watching the video and I'm listening to this song for the first time, the only, outside of Mikael Stein's vocals, the only other vocalist that I can totally detect is Brian.
Yeah.
Like, that's the only one. Without watching the video, like, listen to the song for the first time, just the audio track. At least I'm being honest. That's my impression.
It sounds like they're layering in Mikael's vocals.
Yeah.
Like Marcus is his layer.
Yeah. It just feels like they just overdubbed, something like that. Yeah, but it's a great track nevertheless. I mean, I really enjoyed the sound. Like I said, I would make an argument for this to be one of their strongest songs. You know what I mean? So definitely a fun track to listen to, especially after they released that EP of covers that they did, which was pretty cool. I must say that was a pretty cool release from them. So new material, new video, new song. That's always a good thing from the Halo Effect. Hopefully that means there's a new record somewhere in the horizon. So let's just keep our fingers crossed. And on that note, hit us up in the comment section. Let us know about the Frozen Soul song. Let us know about this song. Let us know about whatever other song you have in your mind. Maybe something that we haven't checked that you want us to check it out. Just pump that shit up in the comment section, and we'll see you all at the next one.
See ya.